Okay, you should be able to see my slides. So today's briefing is to give you a brief sense about what you are going to do in the coming 4 years in Lingnan. And so this is one thing. The other thing is to get started. So you need to first understand the program structure. After understanding the whole program structure, you need to start with creating your study plan, planning for your first year in Lingnan University for the purpose of obtaining the degree, the bachelor degree, GEB degree, in 4 years. What should be planned in your first year? So you should, in the system, so I will show you later. In the system, you create your study plan, and then later you will be able to register for the courses. So these are the main purpose of this briefing. I forgot to introduce myself. So I told you that I'm the program director, and my name is Adam Wong. You may call me Adam. I'm from economics department. I'm a professor of the Department of Economics in Lingnan University. So let me start with this structure of today's talk. So first, I will talk about program structure and graduation requirement. Second, I will talk about study plan. So that you are going to do first, create your study plan, and then do the course registration and all other things. So part one, program structure and graduation requirement. So excuse me, because I got flu, so I feel uncomfortable to speak. So maybe I want to keep today's talk brief, because I record all the time. Program structure means in the coming 4 years, what courses are you expected to take to pass for the purpose of obtaining all the credits required for the purpose of obtaining the GEB degree offered by our department, our university, Lingnan University. Of course, what I'm talking about is for more, because I know there are also some of you who are admitted as ES3 students. So we call this the senior year admission, right? I mean, there are two types of you. One type is when you come to Lingnan in the coming academic year, 2026-2027, you are officially considered as year one. So you will, in Lingnan, stay 4 years. So in year one, year two, year three, year four, okay? But for another kind of you are admitted as year three students, right? So of course, you yourself would know whether you are the normal student or the senior year admission student, right? So if you are admitted as a year three student, then you will be in Lingnan only 2 years. So you will, when you come, you are year three, and then you stay one more year, year four. So you will be in Lingnan in 2 years. Because mainly today I will talk about the program structure for the year one admitted students, but I will also talk about if you are year three admitted student, what is the difference between the program structure in year one admitted or year three admitted students. So normally, if you are admitted as a year one students, then you will have these 4 groups of courses. So your major is GEB, right? So you will typically take many GEB courses. So GEB is under economics department. So basically they are economics courses. But as you know, as a university students, you are required to learn different things, not only your major, not only economics, but also other things, right? So there are some common curriculum. So 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 core curriculum. So core curriculum means this is not program specific. Your program is GEP, but no matter you are GEP student or psychology student or art students all undergraduate students in England University would learn this core curriculum. So this is one part. The second part is language courses. These are also not program specific. No matter which major you are in, you will learn these language courses. The third is program specific, right? Major. So your major is GEB, so major courses. This part, the third part. And then the fourth part is three electives courses. So so basically it is free. So no matter you are so there's no other requirement. So basically any courses offered by our university you can choose, no matter it is offered by GEB program or any other programs. Okay, this is free elective courses. So there's a note here, right? So this is for normal year one admitted students. But if you are admitted as year three students, then you don't have to take these free elective courses. So that would be clear one later. So let me talk about these four groups of courses one by one. Um, Maybe I will keep it brief because the slide will be shared with you later. So I think the slides are already pretty clear. So you can tell what they are. So so core curriculum includes these two things: common core courses and cluster courses, right? So this table already show you clearly. So there are three common core course, sorry, five common core courses, right? So these five courses. Oh, by the way, so every course would be labeled by a course code. There's a code, right? So for example, this course, critical thinking, analysis, and argumentation, the course code of this CCC 8011. So this is the course code. So the first three letters of this course code is to indicate the type of this course. For example, CCC means common core courses. So all these common core courses has the course code starting with CCC. So once you see the course code start with CCC, then you can directly tell this is common core courses. So common core courses should be passed by all the undergraduate students in England, no matter you are GEB or not, right? So you can directly tell from the course code that you should take that course, right? Because this is CCC, Common Core Courses. Okay, so there are five CCC courses. So take all of them. And cluster courses. Cluster courses, there are five clusters. You can call them cluster A. For example, creativity and innovation is our cluster A. Humanities and the arts is cluster B. So and there are A, B, C, D, E, right? Cluster A to cluster C. Each cluster has a whole list of courses that you can choose. So as you can see from this table, so you should take four cluster courses. So you should choose four clusters. There are five clusters, right? So you should choose four of them, four clusters. And for each four clusters that you choose, take one course in that cluster. So take one course in each of the 4 clusters that you choose. Okay, so totally you will take courses, 4 cluster courses and 5 common core courses. So totally 9 courses, in this backwood core curriculum. So so if you, for example, under core curriculum, you take 9 courses, right? Then you would be able to learn let me calculate 27 credits. Why? Or because typically, so you will take courses to earn credits for the purpose of fulfilling the graduation requirement in 4 years in Lingnan. So each course, when you pass, okay, if you fail that, then you cannot learn the credit. But once you finish the course, pass the course, then you will earn 3 credits. Typically, one course can vary 3 credits. So 5 courses can vary 15 credits. 4 courses can vary 12 credits, right? So totally 27 credits. Okay. So I can tell you upfront that there are, if you finish all these 4 groups of courses, then you should take at least 40 courses, or totally 120 credits in 4 years. If you want to graduate on time, so in 4 years. So this is the main requirement to earn the degree in Lungnan University. So this is the first part, the first group. If you so what I said is for year 1 normally admitted year 1 students, right? So if you are admitted as year 3 students, then there are some adjustment, right? So there's no cluster courses here. So you just see this table, the left, the right side, okay? Only these 2 CCC courses, okay? Okay, second part. Second part is language, right? Language, and then under language, there are 2 more subgroups: English language and Chinese language. Okay, so maybe I talk about English language courses first, right? So you should take 4 English language courses, right? And this table is already clear, right? So normally you should take this one: University English 1, University English 2, okay? And the recommended time of taking them is already in this table, okay? And this EL, so you can also tell the nature of the course from the course code, right? So LUE is the language course for English language, okay? So take these 2 LUE course, and this ELE is also English language. The English language electives. So you can choose. You can choose 1 ELE course and then 1 more LUE for the LUE 403. So totally 4 courses. So this is the normal situation, but and the timing, you should also take notes for the timing, right? So you should take these 2 first, and then for the third one, you should only take when or after this second one is taken, and also only after this you can take the 4th one, right? So this table is already clear here. So you can later you can refer to this table, and then this is for the normal situation. But if your English is good and you have some evidence to prove that your English is good, then you can skip the first one, skip University English 1, and start with the second one. Start with University English 2, right? So our university call these 2 type of students as Group A student and Group B student, right? So just for the purpose of distinguishing whether you are required to take Universal English 1 first, right? Then you are called Group A or Group B. So Group B basically means that your English level is at least equivalent to HKDSE level 4, okay, or equivalent. But typically, you may not be taking HKDSE, right? So then you can refer to this table, right? So basically, that means, for example, if your English criterion is fulfilled by IELTS, then that means your IELTS score should be at least 6.5. Okay. So or other equivalent criteria, right? So at any of this, then you are eligible to skip the first course here. Okay, skip this one. Okay, otherwise you have no choice. You just follow these 4 courses. If you can skip this, if you can be regarded as Group B student because you are fulfilling any of this, then you can skip this, and then but still you should take 4 courses totally for English language. So that means the ELE elective you can take one more. So you can see this table. So you don't take this one, but you take one more ELE elective. Okay. And there are some notes here. So that is to say that if you think you are eligible for uh, being regarded as Group B student, then you still need to apply for skipping this one, English 1. And typically, you are not admitted through JUPAS, right? Because you are GEB, so GEB program doesn't join this JUPAS. So basically, even though you happen to have this HKDSE level 4, still you are not automatically regarded as the Group B student. So you still need to apply. That means so you just apply if you think you can be regarded as Group B. Good. So apply to the registry. Okay, so this is English language. But what I said is for the year 1 admitted students. If you are year 3 admitted students, then you should have some adjustment, right? So the adjustment is you take 1 course less. You just skip the University English 1. So you start with this one, University English 2, and then take 1 more yearly elective, and then finally this one. Okay. So basically this is English. So I noticed that there's some question. So let me see the chat box. Okay, a student, Hansin Chang asked if my IELTS score is 6.5, but I still feel that my English is not good enough. Can I? So the question is, if you are eligible, if you are eligible to be regarded as Group B, but can you still follow this? I believe so. So because you have to apply, you just don't apply. I think so. But I can check and get back to you later. So because this is not automatic, so you will not automatically regarded as Group B, even if you have this if you have this requirement fulfilled. You still need to apply. So I think if you just don't apply, then it would be okay. Okay, so this is English. Language has 2 parts, English, then Chinese. Chinese, then basically 2 courses. Okay, 2 courses I mean for year 1 admitted student, 2 courses. So these 2, right? Chinese communication 1, Chinese communication 2. Okay, but if you are year 3 admitted, then you can skip the first one. You should start with the second one only. So only one course for you if you are year 3 admitted. Okay, and there are also some exceptions because some students may not fit into this, right? Because, for example, if you think your Chinese is already very good, so you don't need to waste your time to start with Chinese Communication 1. Then you may be eligible to skip the Chinese Communication 1, right? I mean, in general, there would be, it is possible that some students may adjust this Chinese language courses. So you can also read these notes, right? So the registry would arrange some ability assessment for you to take. So after the assessment you take, then Chinese language department would assess according to your assessment to assess what courses should be taken by you. So later you would receive another email from this Chinese Language Education and Assessment Center. So if you do not receive some email from this center, but you still believe you should be able to take this ability assessment, you can email them. Okay, in late August. Okay, so this is Chinese. And then, okay, so we have talked about the first groups already, right? So the core curriculum and then the language. And then, okay, now the main thing, the main thing is the major courses, okay? The GEB courses. GEB, GEB Global Economics and Banking, right? So the GEB is under the Economics Department. So GEB is offered by the Economics Department. So when you see the course code, basically they are economics course, right? So they all start with ECO, okay? ECO means economics, okay? So there are there are 3 subgroups of the major courses. The first is the major foundational courses. There are 6 courses of them. So you can clearly see the list of these foundational courses, right? Introduction to banks and financial institutions, financial information and management, introduction to microeconomics, introduction to macroeconomics, tools for economics analysis, introduction to statistics and econometrics, right? So these foundational courses are required. So just take all of them. Okay, unless for some exceptional cases, you are able to skip one course. So this is case by case, right? But the normal situation is you must take all of them. By the way, some of you may be able to apply to skip the first one, but then you still need to take another major elective courses to substitute. Okay? But this is case by case. If you think you have learned economics before, so maybe you can apply for that. But this is case by case. I'm talking about the normal situation. The normal situation, all these are required courses. And another group is major required courses, and they are also all required. So basically, the normal case is on this slides, you take all of this group and all of this group. Okay. So the difference between foundational and required courses are just foundational courses are more foundational. So basically, you take the foundational courses earlier. Okay. You take the other required courses later. Okay. So you can see so this timing within the parentheses indicate the recommended timing of taking them, right? So basically, these foundational courses are recommended to be taken in your year one. Okay, and these are recommended to be taken in later years. Okay, basically year 2, year 3, year 4. Right? Okay, so you can see that the major required courses. So the foundational courses are basically um, I mean the major required courses are more like closer to our title, GEB, Global Economics and Banking, right? So you can see some global courses. So international courses, international trade, international finance, right? And also about banking. So about financial economics, right? Money and banking. Okay. So as a GEB student, so all these courses are required. And the third group of the okay, so this is ESV entry, but let me talk about year one entry first, right? So the third group is major elective courses. So elective means that you can choose, right? You can choose from a list. So this is the major elective courses list. So from this list, you choose 2 of them. Okay. So this is the year one entry situation. If you are year 3 admitted students, then what is the adjustment? The adjustment is so the major foundational courses you will take 1 course less. So you can compare. Originally there are 6 courses here, right? So the difference in here is that there are only 5 courses. Why only 5 courses? Or because here you have introduction to microeconomics and introduction to macroeconomics. So if you are ES3 entry student, you only take introduction to economics, not split into microeconomics and macroeconomics. So these 2 are combined into 1 if you are ES3 entry. Okay, so one course less in foundational. Okay, required courses no difference. Okay, or still these 8 courses. Okay, but of course the timing would be adjusted, right? Because you cannot follow this timing, right? So because you start with year 3, you cannot take intermediate micro, intermediate macro in year 2, right? So because you start with year 3, so there are some adjustment of the timing here. Okay, so you can see it by yourself. Okay, and another difference is that if you are year 1 entry, I said that you take 2 major elective courses, right? But if you are year 3 entry, you take 1 less in major elective. So only one major elective course from this list. Okay. So this is the major courses. Now the 4th group is 3 elective courses. Very simple. So you just take 9 courses. So there's no significant restriction for you to take. So if you want, you can also take another economics courses. Okay, but you don't have to. You can take any courses from offered by other departments. Okay, of course, I cannot say there's no any restriction, right? For example, you still have to make sure that there's no conflicts in your timetable, right? So and there are also some restrictions specific to the course, right? For example, there may be some courses, some 2 courses saying that if you take this one, you cannot take that one, right? So except for these special restrictions, there's basically no restrictions. So it is free. That is why it is called free elective. Okay. If you want, you can also take other cluster courses or take another language courses. That's also okay, right? Free elective. Okay. This is for year 1 entry. Then you have this option. If you are year 3 entry, no requirement. So that you don't even need to take any free elective courses. Okay. But if you want it, then that would be regarded as extra. So upon the minimum graduation requirement, you can take more courses of that, right? So in that sense, you can take, but this you're not required to take any more free elective courses if you are year 3 entry students. Okay. So what I said is, like I said, what I said is only the minimum graduation requirement in terms of taking courses. Okay, so if you add all of them, you would find that so there are 4 areas, right? If you add all of them, add all these 4 areas, you would find that the minimum courses to be taken is 40 courses. Okay, for year 1 entry student. So totally you would obtain 120 credits. Okay, so this is the basic graduation requirement you have to fulfill for the purpose of graduating, okay, and earning the degree. If you are year 3 entry student and you add all of them, not including free elective, adding all the 3 groups, then you would find that you will take at least 20 courses and earn 60 credits for the purpose of graduating in 2 years. Okay. So this is the first part of this talk. Graduation requirement. Graduation requirement is like I said, earning the credits. This is what I'm saying, right? So the first criterion of graduation requirement is earning the enough credit. Okay, either 120 if you are year 1 admitted, or 60 credits if you are year 3 entry. Okay, and there are other things. Okay, one thing is you should fulfill the service learning course. Okay, so we should not worry about that too much. I will explain later. But let me explain what it is. Okay, so basically, service learning course means that the course has a service learning component. So because the courses offered by Lingnan with some of the courses that you may take may include a service learning component. Okay. For those courses with service learning component, you would be able to do some service in the course, right? So, but the details you have to ask the professor of that course, right? So it differs course from course. So the course outline can tell, and you can also find which courses offer the service learning component. So the graduation requirement is to take at least one course with the course service learning component in the 4 years before graduation. Okay, but like I said, you don't have to worry about that too much, because if you are a GEB student, basically you would have taken this one, this course, because this is major foundational courses, ECO 2102, Introduction to Banks and Financial Institutions. This course already includes service learning component. So except for very special case, you should have taken and passed this course before graduation, right? So then automatically you would also fulfill this service learning course requirement. So that's why I said basically you don't have to worry about that too much. Okay, and one more thing is okay, for graduation, after learning the credits, you will also need to fulfill the English language graduation requirement. So for example, in order to be admitted in Lingnan, so normally you should have IELTS score 6.0, right, or equivalent. Okay, but our So this is the requirement for admission. But for graduation, this is a little bit higher. Okay. This graduation requirement is IELTS score 6.5. Okay. So basically that's the same as the requirement to be regarded as Group B. Group B in the English language distinguishment, right? So if you are eligible to be Group B, then you also fulfill this English language graduation requirement. Okay. So before graduation, you should fulfill that. You should be able to obtain at least IELTS 6.5 or equivalent. So there are also other equivalent, right? So not necessarily IELTS, right? So there's a table showing that, right? So you can also, because this PowerPoint file would be sent to you later, you can also click on the link. So there are many links. So you click on the links, that then you can also see more details. Link you to the web page that show you the details, right? And also other things, right? ILP integrated learning program, and this and also pass this test, information technology fluency test. Okay, and also your although you have passed all of the 40 courses, but that doesn't automatically means that your GPA is high enough, right? So the minimum cumulative GPA should be at least 1.67. Okay. If you are even lower than that, then still you cannot graduate. Okay. I'm not sure whether you know what GPA is, because you are a new student, right? So maybe I explain it. So GPA is the score. So because after passing a course, you have a grade, right? So you may get grade A, you may get grade B, C, A, B, C, D, right? So A is the highest. So if you get A, then the GPA for that course is 4.0. If B and it's 3.0, C is 2.0, D is 1.0. Okay. If you fail that, then you get F, that then you don't earn any GPA. Okay. So and there are also like minus or plus, right? For example, you have A minus, B plus, B minus, right? So every letter grade is associated with a number. That number is the GPA. So 4 is A. The A minus is let me see, should be 3.7, something like that. So 3.67. I don't remember the exact number. But this is 1.67 is what? So 2 is D. So 2 is C. One is D, right? So it is a little bit lower than let me see, A, B, C, D. So this should be C minus 1.67. So it is 1/3 lower than 2. So C minus. So on average, that means on average you should get C minus. Okay. So if you pass all the 40 courses, just D at D, or you get all the grade D, then your GPA on average should be only 1. Then you cannot graduate, right? So this is the point. Okay. So these are the graduation requirement. IPL is some other non-academic program for you to fulfill, right? So these are the table. So maybe I let you just see the table. I don't tell you too much details. Okay, so this is part 1. Part 2 is study plan. Like I said, after learning the big picture of the program structure and the curriculum of GEB, the first thing is create a study plan just for your first year. Start with first year first. Focus on your first year. And then register the courses for the first year. Okay. So what should you do first? Okay. Here is our official suggested study plan that you can download. So we have the study plan file on our website. So so this is what you should do in first year and second year and in other years, in higher years. Okay. For this is for year one entry. For year three entry, this is our official suggested study plan, right? Third year, fourth year. So what I want to say is, if you just want to focus on the first year, that would be easy. Typically, it is an easy job in the first year because you don't have much choice. So you just basically you not normally you would just follow this, right? So let me see. Okay, no, because I just thought that there's some question for in the chat box, but after checking that there's no question. So okay, let me continue. So um so basically, like I said, you have normally you have 4 years to pass 40 courses, right? So normally, so if you don't count the summer term, right? So basically we have 2 terms in each year, but you can also take other courses in the summer course. We also have a summer term. In the summer term, we also offer some courses for you to take, right? So but at the moment, let me do not count the summer term, right? So there are 2 term, term one, term two in each year, not including summer term. So in 4 years, you have 8 terms, 8 terms to take the 40 courses. So on average, normally in each term, you should take 5 courses. Okay, so you should take 5 courses in term one, 5 courses in term two in the coming year one. So totally, you should choose 10 courses in your year one. So you should plan 10 courses in the coming year, right? So these are the 10 courses here. Okay, so basically in your year one, it is simpler. So you just follow this suggested study plan that will be fine. Okay. If you are year one entry, look at this table. If you are year three entry, look at this table. Okay. Okay. So basically, uh, this is the how you make the study plan. So once you know what courses to be included in your study plan, then um, you should log into the website. So there's a web page within our Lingnan University, my Lingnan portal. Okay, you log in. So there are step-by-step instructions in this slide. Right? So you just follow the instructions step by step. Okay, create a study plan in the system. Okay, input the courses in your study plan. Okay, so follow this step by steps. Okay, then after that, so after inputting the courses in your study plan in the system, save that, save your study plan. After finishing this step, let us know. Okay, how you should send an email to this email address. So this is our program email address, right? bssgeb at ln.edu.hk. Okay, so send us an email by this deadline. Okay, and then because this is important, so because you need our staff to help to approve your study plan. Only after your study plan is approved by our staff, your status of your study plan would be would be originally would be advisor hold. Only after approved by our staff, so this status of advisor hold would be removed. Then you would be able to register for the courses. So this is important. Okay. So I have to say that creating the study plan and registering for the courses are two different things. Okay. Study plan is just a plan. Okay. When you register the courses, that would be a different thing. Normally, so you should follow the study plan to register for the courses. But at some time, some courses that you are planning to take may not be available for because maybe the quota is full. Normally you should follow the study plan, but in practice, maybe there would be some adjustment. Okay. Finally, your courses to be registered is determined by the final courses that you successfully register. Okay. So the registration step is the real step. Okay. But still, the step of creating study plan is also important. Why? Because, like I said, only after finishing the study plan and get it approved, then you would be able to do the second step of the real registration. Okay, this is the basic logic. Okay, so the real registration date is these two dates, right? So you can see, so this deadline is before that. So you should do the study plan, get it approved before doing the registration step. Okay, so the registry will send you the instruction and the link for you to do the online course registration. Okay, so follow the instructions. Okay, so this is the important dates. Okay, like I said, so this is just today, right? The briefing, and now it's already the academic advising period, right? So in this period, you should create your study plan, save your study plan via the online system, GEB works, okay? Then contact our general office for your study plan to be approved, okay? Then you can register for the courses at the specific time. Okay, and later you would be able to add job, and then later you would also be invited to join the orientation program. Okay, the details will be announced later. Okay, let me see. There's some question. Okay, student asked. So we do not need to send our study plan to the advisor. We can send the study plan to this email, and the staff will help us log the study plan. Yes. So if you you also have academic advisor. So if you have question, so for example, when you are creating your study plan, you are thinking about your study plan, you have some question, or maybe you are thinking about this maybe I don't take this course in this year. Maybe I take another course. So if you have some idea, some thinking that you are not sure, then I urge you to contact your academic advisor. Ask them. Okay, ask your academic advisors. Okay, but if you think that you are no problem, you just normally created your study plan, then you don't have specific question. Then you don't. In this stage, you don't have to ask your advisor. So you just save your study plan on GEB web and then send email to our administrative staff. Then would be okay. Yes. Okay. So okay, part three is other things. Maybe these I can just let you read that. So these are also important. So but this is already clear on the slides. So yeah, so I think this is all I want to say today. Let me see whether you have other questions to ask. But anyway, if you have questions, you are always welcome to ask us through sending email to our staff. Right? So this is the email address. I think maybe yeah. So I'm not sure whether you should speak because this is the econ department. So or maybe this is not the best email address to send because like I said, we have this program GEB program email address. Maybe you can send to this email GEB email address. Okay, one more question. Let me see the question on the chat box. Okay, so the question is, besides obtaining such information at meetings like this, where else can students access relevant updates in daily life? So, what, uh, so you mean what kind of information do you mean? So you can so you can always look at our website. So we have the website, right? So on the economics department, there also economics program and GED program, right? So you can always get to our program webpage to get the information. But yeah, but usually we will, if you have new information to announce to the student, we will let you know through emails. Okay, let me see whether there are other information, other questions. Okay, good. So anyway, so if you have other questions later, contact us. Okay. So this is the end of this session. Thank you again. I hope to see you in the orientation program. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.